if you're watching this, you're wondering, how do I design skin elements? Well, the thing is that you first do is you go to the OS folder by searching up OS in the Windows. Right-click it, click Open File Location. And this is the wrong one. But then you can click it again and open that file location. And here you go. The way how I designed my skins was I just got a lot of skins. All those. And I usually just compile the best ones that I like into one. For this instance, I'm just going to teach you how to make the health bar. I made this one just by using a few of them. So what you would do is just I have a Stepmania skin where I like the health bar. Oops. You can also just put that as a shortcut on the taskbar. But anyways, I just go to the Stepmania folder, click that. Where is that score bar? That's not good. Oh, it's still loading. Oh, there it is. As you can see, this is much more different. And also you can see in the corners there's like a bunch of blobs. I don't really like that. So what I'm going to do is get that score bar, Control C, Control V, onto the desktop score bar. You can just hide this mosquito, but what you do is you right click it, you open it with any paint software that supports transparency. MS Paint does not work. I recommend paint.net. The download will be in the description. As you can see right here, it kind of looks boring. So what you can do with this magic tool, is what it does is it selects only one color. What you do with this is erase it by pressing delete. And because I already have the color that I like, I will just quickly go there. Okay, I messed up the spelling. But anyways, it's in just the K section. There you go. I'm not good with remembering the spelling of things. So what you do is you see score bar. It looks good, but the problem is my name won't fit there. It's way too tiny. So what I'll do is open this with paint.net. Now you see there are two windows. Get the color picker. If you like this one, this can be with any health bar. Then you do that. Add the paint bucket. There you go. There's that. But then you see on that, there's like a little yellow part. Nobody wants that. So what I'm going to do is see, like maybe this won't work. See? It won't work. This little part, it sees it all as the same thing. As you can see, that's not really that good. So what you can do is what I do is I get the rectangle select right here. I zoom in a lot just for the precision. What I do is I just get the rectangle select right here. Select this part. You can press the delete key. It's all gone. Because I don't like this part. I personally think it's boring. So what I'm going to do is just go all the way up to here. Boom. It's completely gone. What you can do after that is zoom in. As you can see, this is a messy score bar. Very messy. What I'm going to do is smoothen it out. Actually, I might as well just leave it as it is. If you would like to make it smoother, you can smooth it out. What I'm going to do is just do this. You can use the lasso select if you want, but I personally don't like it. And I'm going to have to separate all of these corners just for what we're going to do later. So as you can see, that's separated. And while you're seeing me do this, it might go a little quiet because I'm not exactly the best commentator. And also, if you mess up, just do Control-Z. And if this seems like a way too steep of a decline in this, just smoothen it out. Simple. This is probably, I just learned how to do this yesterday, and I found out it's actually pretty simple. And it looks intimidating to do skinning like this, but it really isn't. It's just kind of like, the way how to say it's kind of like riding a bike. It's cliche, but it's true. It's really easy once you learn how to do it. Like, in fact, I made my first health score bar in an hour for my V3 skin. It was not the best, but it was really good. And then what you just do here is select this all. Then you just do the same thing that I did on the smaller part. Delete. Just crop the, just select and delete. Oh, I messed up. And you can also do Control-D for deselecting. I'm gonna go a little quiet just because, I don't know, this is usually how I act, and when I do this stuff like this. I'm gonna smooth this out, because you're gonna fill the way how I'm gonna do it is do it cookiesy style, so this black border is gonna be white. So it doesn't matter if there's like a yellow part right there, it's all gonna be white. And you may see people just using that skin generator online, but the problem is it's very limited, and I accidentally just opened up OS. But the problem with this is that OS Skinner is very limited what you can do. As you can see, I did do it with my Mania skin, but the problem with that is that there are many errors. I had to copy and paste a lot of the files, rename them. And the way how I usually make my skins is I use a combination of that. It's really easy to make it, but the problem with just OS Skinner is that it's very limited. You can't, unless if you upload the files. And the redo command is Control Y. And yeah, this is pretty much the basics of it. And the reason why I'm removing this gray part is because it recognizes it all sees it as the same color. So if I get the magic select and stuff, it sees this as the same color, which it obviously isn't, but it's relatively the same shade. Well, it's a different shade, but it's pretty much the same color to the computer. So, really, gosh dang it, the background noises. Sorry for the background noise. It's just something. So, we're done the hardest part. I hollowed out that. What I'm going to do now is get this magic select. Oh, I gotta smooth that part out. It's better to... I think my limit for it is like... I do not like a 3 pixel flat. I kind of like it to be at least 2. It's gotta be a little bit smaller. I'd rather have it spread out. So, there's like a few steep parts, few shallow parts, but that's relatively the same thing. With what you're going to do now is you get the magic wand. It only selects that. You can fill it up with whatever color you want. I would fill this up with same thing. You can fill it up with red. Looks nice, but I'm going to make it white, just to fit with the theme. Then I'm going to do Control D to deselect. I opened up this again and you thought I forgot about it, but I didn't. Almost did. You get the color picker. Go back to this project. Oh, there's a few things. Well, we'll fix that later. Then what we're going to do with this is get the magic wand, select this area, and fill it. Somehow it did not pick up those, but who cares? I'm going to just do this part first because there are these borders. They're really ugly. And I'm just going to make this entire thing one solid color. So what I'm going to do is not do that. What the heck? I'm just going to make this one solid color. Then you can get the rectangle select. Again, get this one little strip. Then you get the paint bucket tool. I'm just going to spam it a few times so you can fill up all those little gaps. Now what I'm going to do is just zoom in again. Okay, not that much. And I'm going to get the rectangle select and patch up all those holes. It's kind of hard to pick this one. I think this one's appropriate for something else. Gonna get this color picker again. You're gonna need to keep this open. And see that right there? That's the part that I haven't filled. And don't use the paint bucket tool alone, because then you get a dark spot right there. So I guess you could actually just get the magic wand right there and fill that one area. I'm just going to close that. Gonna need that paint bucket again. And because I want this to be one solid color, I'm gonna get the magic thingy, magic wand, magic select. It doesn't matter. It's all does the same thing. And now we're done the border. It's a solid color, but there are a few parts that are brighter that have less white in them than others. So let's just get the magic wand and just get the paint bucket tool and fill it a few times. Just there. Seems good. And the reason why I'm keeping this border is because when I fill it, it could probably end up screwing up the borders. Like, it would just end up filling up this entire thing. And if this part wasn't here, it would probably just go too close to the corner. Now this is the part where it doesn't really matter if you delete a little bit of this. You're going to fill this up later. You could probably do this in a different order than I am doing it, and probably a more efficient way. But keep in mind, I've only learned how to... This is just a basic tutorial. And as you can see, we're almost done. You just get the magic wand and stuff, and fill that with this color. You can fill it with a different one if you want. This is just pretty much the way how I'm going to do it. Boop. Then you fill it. And as you can see, this is already a pretty good one, and I forgot that. I'm going to make this clear. I'm going to zoom out just to see if this... seems like it seems good. Oh. The paintbrush and the magic wand look so similar. Now this is already a pretty good health bar. But if you want to go one step further, you can add a name tag there. But just for the sake of it, we're going to test this. You can just close paint.net. And And as you can see, that's pretty much the health bar. Then you can go to the OS folder, go to the skin, and just so I don't lose my old score bar, or if this one's better, I'm gonna copy this. I can just delete these. Just for the sake of it, I will do that. I will probably have to rename this. Then I'm just going to delete this. And I'm going to test the skin now. I have skinned everything else. It's just let's just see this. It's working. Probably not the best map to pick, but it worked. And if you want to go one step further, you can get this, open with paint.net again, and add a name tag. And my font will be Maximilian or something. Look at that, it's right there. I'm going to make the font a little bit bigger. Just a bit bigger. You can save that as it is just to make sure you don't lose it. And you can refresh the skin again with Control Alt Shift and S. It likes this map a lot. It's really laggy, I don't know why. But then, even if you want to go even further, you can add the flag, which I already currently have. Stuff for skins, right there. And the score bar color, because it already fits with the skin, I'm just going to leave it as it is. You add that as layer. You do move selected pixels. I'm going to zoom in again for more precision. And as you will see, there will be a flag there. Okay, finally a different map. I forgot to find the picture. Can open this with paint.net again. Save as this time because there are multiple layers as a PNG. And it will tell you, would you like to flatten it? Yes, you need to flatten it. As you can see, there are two of them. I don't want that. This is the PDN, so I'm going to delete that. And this is the perfect time for command. Control-Shift-S. Saving. It's got reloaded. Hey, look at that. It's pretty good. Flawless. And that's how you make the health bar.